We are solving October 2022 IAL Unit 2 question number 5, part J of the question. So we are trying to answer the question regarding to changes in the equity of Beddokk Supermarket PLC. So here they are asking, J part is calculate the final dividend per ordinary share. Now the general formula for anything rate you have to calculate. So cost is equal to quantity times the rate. Okay. Now we have to calculate final dividend per ordinary share. Okay, that's what they have asked. So now the rate is equal to, so final dividend rate per share issued is equal to, final dividend is usually issued based on the number of shares which is left at the end of the year. So now we have to find what is the number. Okay, so that means cost by quantity. So the rate is going to be equal to cost by quantity, okay, of the shares. So now the cost for the final dividend, you can get it from here. We have seen it is 0.936 million shares. Okay, so it is 0.936 million pounds. So that is they have given, but what is the number of ordinary shares? Okay, so left at the ending, so that we have to calculate, divided by total ordinary shares, total number of ordinary shares, divided by the number of ordinary shares at the end of the year. You have to take what is the number of shares, okay, at the end of the year, okay, that has happened. So that is going to be equal to, because here there has been a reduction in the number of shares, so you have to account it. Whereas for the interim dividend, there was no changes to the number of shares before it has happened. So now let's calculate that. So the number of ordinary shares, okay, at the end of the year it will be equal to the ordinary share capital value. Okay, ordinary share capital value divided by the rate per share. Okay, now that is going to be equal to, we see that ordinary share capital is 36. Okay, so that means 36 million pounds was the worth of the share. Million pounds, okay, was the worth of the shares. Divided by the rate per share is given, it remains the same, 0.5 pounds per share. So that is going to be equal to, so 36 divided by 0.5, that is 72 million shares. So 72 million shares were there, okay, at the end of the year. So now the final dividend, okay, the final dividend will be equal to this divided by the number of ordinary shares at the end is 72 million shares. So that is going to be equal to 0.936 divided by 72. So that is going to be equal to 0.013 pounds per share. Okay, so that is 0.013 pounds per share. Okay, now next part, K question. Okay, explain whether the revaluation of the property should be included in the calculation of profit for the year. So here we can see the upward revaluation of the property was around 4 million. will you include this as a part of retained earnings? No. So you will not, the revaluation of the property will not be included in the profit, in the calculation of the profit of the year figure. Okay, you will not include here, because the upward revaluation is classified as unrealized gain. So you will first answer to this question, explain whether you will include. So no. Okay, the revaluation of the property will not be included. Okay, it will not be included in the calculation of the profit for the year. This is because, okay, explain why you have not including. This is because we have to give two explanations. So one is because it is an unrealized, because it is an unrealized gain. Okay, it has not been realized gain, so it is classified as an unrealized gain. And also the upward revaluation of the 4 million, then the property will be valued at 29 million. Okay, so the only when the property is sold it will be realized. Only when the property is sold the gain is realized. So till that point you will not include the profit. Okay, you will not include, you will not overstate the profit. That's why you will not include this. And so the value of property will now be 29 million pounds. Okay, so due to upward revaluation. So initially it was 25 million, now just it will cause a change in the value of the property for 29 million pounds due to this upward revaluation of upward revaluation by 4 million pounds. Okay, so that's all. It is going to cause a change in the only in the value of the property by 4 million pounds to, so from 25 million pounds the cost of the property will now, but still it have only when it is sold you will realize the gain, so you will not include it in the profit figure.